Hi everyone, this is Luxtos, and today I'm bringing you a brand new WeakAuras video guide. We'll be covering the new Rogue WeakAuras, how to install, what's new, what has changed. So if you're ready, let's get right into it. Since this is a brand new Rogue WeakAuras package, I recommend that you do a clean installation. To do so, if you're currently watching on YouTube, simply click down in the description below the video and find the link for the WeakAuras. This is going to bring you to my website, so luxtos.com/WeakAuras/rogue. This is going to give you access to install instruction and all the 6 groups that you need to import. So I repeat, if you previously had my Rogue WeakAuras, I recommend that you do a clean install. So delete all 6 groups, okay, and import them back again. This is going to avoid some issues, some bugs maybe with the update, since I did not only updated a few things here and there, I completely redid almost every single auras in there, right, from scratch. So to make sure that everything goes right, simply do a clean install, delete everything, re-import everything, and simply reconfigure it like you want it to. The next few update, when there is something that I need to tweak or if there's a bug, you're simply going to be able to update it using WeakAuras Companion or simply re-uploading the string, right? So simply follow these steps right here. Make sure you have the latest version of WeakAuras. You can use the Twitch app to do so, and then follow the steps. So /WA inside World of Warcraft, click New, Import. Simply click the button here to copy the string from the group you want to import. Go back into World of Warcraft, simply paste that string in and import every group that you need, right? The reason that there is 6 groups is that you have control over them. So you're not obligated to get all 6 groups. So if you only want the resources or the rotation, you can do so. But if you want to have the complete HUD like it's meant to be, then you need to import all 6 groups, and then you're going to be ready to go. All right, so let's do a quick tour of the brand new WeakAuras. We're going to start off with Assassination. As you can see, out of combat, I'm currently missing my poison, so it's going to let me know that. Until then, nothing brand new. The glow is going to start only when you get in combat to remember you that it's probably something you should be doing, right? So as soon as you apply the poison, you're not going to have any trouble. It's going to disappear. The main HUD, the main UI changed quite a bit. So icon positioning, some cooldowns. We've changed a lot of the priority system in here and the way that we show things. So Rupture and Garrote are always going to be up there. And then the middle icon, which is currently Crimson Tempest, is going to be switched out with Hidden Blade if you ever decide to choose that. And if you don't pick, if you pick Poison Bomb, for example, it can even move Vanish in there. Everything is going to move around. Everything is going to be always optimized to work the best with your current build, right? As you can see, nothing is currently glowing, right? So that's one of the change that I've decided to do with my brand new auras is, especially for Dot, they're not going to be glowing when they're missing. Right? Because it's very aggressive when you start the fight. Everything is glowing, everything is lining up, and you're losing it a little bit, right? The information is getting lost in there. As soon as the pandemic range is reached, though, you're going to be told that you can refresh safely your new bleed, right? So as you go in there, you're going to get the pandemic effect again, and you're going to be good to go. As you can see, whenever I press Garrote, I get a small number in red up in here, letting me know that Garrote is still on cooldown. So that's pretty neat. When you freshly apply Garrote, and you find out that your Vanish is off cooldown, and you want to get those Subterfuge empowered Garrote, then you probably want to know that it is on cooldown. Otherwise, you're going to get a bad surprise, right? It's going to be the same thing for Crimson Tempest. Nothing crazy here. Exsanguinate is going to work just like you would have it work, and then Toxic Blade as well is going to replace it, right? The brand new thing, so nothing seems to have changed so much. Everything got cleaned up. It's now more lined. There is fewer auras that are doing the exact same job. There is less things glowing, and you're getting access to more information. So the Envenom is now a little tracker bar right down at the bottom. Things there's less auras moving around and everything, and it's just more cleaned up, right? So we're going to open up the panel, and I'm going to show you some cool stuff, right? So now the WeakAuras are almost entirely customizable, just like you wanted to, right? For example, some of you have told me that you do not enjoy the casting bar. So if you want to disable the casting bar, it's going to be fairly easy to do. You can click on the Rogue resource group and simply uncheck it. If you uncheck the casting bar, you're no longer going to see it. So I'm going to leave it probably off by default when I upload these. And if you want to have access to the casting bar, you simply check it back on. So that's going to be pretty cool. You're now going to be able to control every ability that glows. So everything that isn't a proc and that is usually cooldown based, I'm going to let you customize how you want your WeakAuras to look, right? So for example, I probably want to have Vendetta glowing, maybe Exsanguinate, right? So those are two abilities that I would like to see glow. Vanish and Vendetta can be seen in multiple groups, so Vanish is going to be here as well. So if you want Vanish to glow on cooldown in this row here as well, then you want to check that one in there. It's going to be available for every single ability. Blind, Kidney Shot, Gouge, Kick, they're all in there. They're all there. You can entirely customize how you want your UI to look. It's going to glow or not whenever it's on or off cooldown. So if something is more important for you, simply make it glow to let you know that it's available, right? It's fairly straightforward. So as soon as you use it, the glow is going to go off, and then as soon as it comes back off cooldown again, it's going to start glowing again. So it's entirely customizable, and we like that, right? So we're going to reset those back, and you're going to be able to customize. As you can see, there's a lot for Subtlety, and there's a lot for Outlaw as well. For currently for Assassination, there's nothing else that we need to see right now. Everything else is kind of default. It's just better optimization of every spot. I think everything is more concise. Having Vendetta being shown here is a lot more helpful. We moved Elaborate Planning off of there. Blindside is going to replace some of those slot in here. You're going to be able to go Mark for Death as well. We're going to track Master Assassin. And of course, we're still tracking all the PvP talents. So Smoke Bomb, all that good stuff. They're all going to add themselves into the cooldown in an appropriate section of the HUD. All right. So that's it for Assassination. You can keep watching if you want to learn more about Outlaw. As you can see, out of combat, there's already some difference. So you can already see all of your roll the bone. Outlaw is one of those spec that has received the most change in terms of layout, but I think it's pretty cool. It's entirely customizable yet again, so that's going to be a plus, right? Okay, so you can see the roll the bones, they're faked out, they're desaturated, letting you know that none of them are currently active. If we go in combat, we're going to be able to see at first glance everything that has changed. So you still have pistol shot. You have between the eye that is going to be right next to it, which makes a little bit more sense. You're going to have your roll the bone right in the middle. It's going to tell you if you need to re-roll, and you're going to be able even to customize it. You're going to have your blade dance with the little number 2 on top. So when it is active, it's going back down to 1. You're getting able to see the tracking of the active buff. Then it's going to go back to its cooldown, all that neat stuff. So if we start attacking, we get some proc on pistol shot. Okay, let's roll the bone. Let's see it. So now we're getting the first one. So True Bearing, it's the CDR one. It's going to be tracked. It's going to be lighting up right down there. And it's telling me that I should reroll because it is not one of those buffs that you want to keep. So usually by default, I mean, this is not a guide, but by default, currently right now in the current state of Outlaw, you want to keep Grand Melee and Ruthless Protection or any 2 buff. That condition is going to change if you have access to Deadshot or Ace Up Your Sleeve. Then you're no longer going to be keeping Grand Melee on a single roll. So it's only going to be Ruthless Protection and any 2 buff. All of those might change in PvP. It's going to be different based on context, but that's usually going to be the go-to requirements for the reroll condition, right? So as you can see, I can keep rerolling until I get something that I would like. So Grand Melee currently right now, I'm asking it to reroll in the customization option, so it's not going to let me keep it. So I can keep rerolling. I mean, this is the joy of Outlaw Rogue pretty much. We're just going to keep rolling. So there you go. So Ruthless Precision is not going to make me reroll, so the icon is going to gray out. You're going to have the duration of it. I'm not getting lucky here. I'm not getting any 2 procs. There you go. So you get 2 procs. They both line up. Everything is good to go. All right. So as you can see, between the eye is glowing as well. It's letting me know that you should probably use this finisher next. Even if you don't have the combo point for it, The way that I build WeakAuras is I want to let you know that the information is coming, so you should use this finisher next, probably, right? So it's your job to build the 5 combo point and then use it. The reason you want to use it right now is because you have Ruthless, and I have access to some of those Azeroth trait that makes it a good finisher. It makes it do a lot of good damage, right? So we're going to show you how does the customization work. So yet again, one of the new stuff is that you can show the text on the roll the bone. So if you don't know exactly what the icons look like for your role, you can activate the show text, right? And then as soon as you pop or roll the bone, you're going to get small text over of each icon letting you know what it does. So attack speed plus leech. It's going to be some letters that you have to kind of figure out what it means, but once you do, it's going to be fairly easy. So cooldown reduction, fairly easy. CDR, attack speed and leech again. So this is CBM for combo point because you're going to be generating extra combo points with your generator, right? This one is going to be energy region. Energy region, fairly easy to see. And then you're going to get the text pretty much for all of these, and you're going to be able to figure out instantly what each of these does. But if you already know what the icon represent, then you can simply remove it, right? So that's the cool thing. That's the cool thing about it. In the rotation part of it, so for example, so you can customize Roll the Bone to work to keep Grand Melee. So for example, if you don't have those specific Azeroth trait, you can simply ask it, hey, you know what? I'm doing outdoor content world, and I would actually like to keep Grand Melee. I don't want you to tell me to re-roll my Roll the Bones if I get a single Grand Melee. I kind of like it. It gives me leech. I'm doing outdoor content. Doesn't matter. Perfect. Just open up your WeakAuras, click the rogue rotation, and simply check it on, right? Fairly easy to do. Everything else, yet again, is customizable, so you can ask for anything to glow to show you the information that you need, and so you're going to be good to go on all of that, right? So in the talents, if we check those out, of course, if you get Ghostly Strike, it's simply going to show up here because I don't want to change anything down here. I feel like Alacrity is a little bit more important to be shown, right? So this is a pretty long cooldown. Of course, everything is going to be shown all where it needs to be, so you can play with your talents, you can pick whatever you want, and you're going to be good to go. So if you want to know more about the subtlety change, you can keep watching this video. A lot of things has changed for subtlety as well, because there was a lot of unnecessary information that I was showing in the past. So we've changed a little bit how that works, just like everything else pretty much. We're just showing important information in your main rotational HUD. So that means we're moving out cooldown in those spots when you're taking passive ability, for example. So right now we're showing Nightblade, of course, which is going to react the same way that Rupture or Garrote works. So it's going to be fade out if it's not present, and then it's going to let you know when it's in pandemic range. Fairly straightforward. You're going to be able to track the active of Shadow Dance right here, as with the number of charge and a little bar down there. Adding to your peripheral view, you're going to be able to see the information more easily, and that's always good, right? We're going to do the same thing for symbol. So you're going to get a small bar that's going to help your peripheral view know that it's currently still active and that you can do your burst and all that good stuff, right? So we're going to have Secret Technique showing up down there, or it's going to get replaced by Shuriken Tornado. If you decide to play with Master of Shadow, it's going to get replaced with Vanish. So it's going to be moving in and out. You're not going to have any passive trait in there, and that's going to be better and good, right? So to end it, you're going to have Shadow Blade here, and everything is going to be good to go. You're going to track Find Weakness because it's fairly important. All of the other talents are getting tracked as well if necessary. And PvP talents are going to work as well, so there's some cool stuff. So for example, Cold Blood, if you're not in stealth, it's going to let you know you can't use it, and then it's going to let you know it's available, right? So those are all some cool options that I've added to Subtlety. I think it makes it way, way, way better. It's going to be more clear, and you're going to have access to all the important information first and foremost. The combo point system you can see has changed. So whenever you're at max combo points, so currently I'm using Deeper Stratagem, so max combo point is going to be 6 combo point. You're going to be told that your combo points are going to be in white, letting you know that you should spend your combo point. Just in your peripheral view, you're going to know if you're maxed out or one from maxing out. So your combo point, if you're seeing them red, which is the default color, right? If they're red right there, you know that you should probably not spend them because you're not maxing out your finisher potential, right? So as soon as they go green, which is going to be 1 from capping, you should be able to know that you're able to use a finisher safely, right? So you're going to be able to use your finisher. And then it's going to be the same thing for white. But it's going to be very, very like a very vivid color. It's going to be able to be seen from peripheral view, and you're not going to have to exactly look at the amount of combo points you have, but just the color shift. So I think that's going to be a fairly cool new addition. I think the colors are going to be more telling, and you're going to be good to go with that. Of course, Subtlety has the same cool feature as Assassination and Outlaw. You're going to be able to customize everything. So yet again, if you would like any specific ability to light up and glow whenever it is off cooldown, so for example, Shadow Dance and Symbol and Secret, if you want everything can glow, you can literally have a Christmas tree. It is your in your end to customize. It is your choice. You can do whatever you want with them. So I think that's going to be pretty nice. So there's not much else that has changed for Subtlety. I think those are some useful changes, and that's just going to clean up a little bit more the weakAuras, and you're going to be able to perform better, I think. So that's it for the Subtlety Rogue, and actually that's it for all the new Rogue weakAuras. All right, that's it. You reached the end of the video. Thank you so much for that. I greatly appreciate it. You guys are one of the best community there is. You know, I make these videos because I want to let you know, guys, what is up with the weakAuras, what's new, what can you expect, and all that good stuff. If you guys want to support me, I would really appreciate it if you could leave a like to this video, maybe even leave a comment down below, maybe rewatch it again. No, that's actually, you know what? You can actually come visit me on Twitch. That's right. I stream on Twitch almost every single day. From Sunday to Friday, I'm live. I'm playing World of Warcraft. I'm creating weakAuras, doing all kinds of stuff, having fun with the community, chatting, answering questions. So if you really want to support me, come say hello, leave a follow, maybe subscribe, who knows? So yeah, if you want to support me, if you enjoy my work, if you're using my weakAuras, it would mean the world to me. You guys are fantastic. Until then, until the next video, I'll wish you guys good luck in BFA.